Well, we're turning to international headlines now. More Russian strikes killed at least 13 people in Kyiv today. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky saying Russian forces attacked 5 cities in Ukraine using more than 40 missiles, some of which are the most advanced weapons used by Russia. One of the missiles hit a children's hospital in the capital. At least some of the missiles were hypersonic and practically impossible to intercept. Meantime, it's a high-stakes week for President Joe Biden as leaders from 31 NATO countries head to Washington, D.C. Biden will aim to convince the allied countries to continue their support for Ukraine. But as Fox News correspondent Rebecca Castro reports, this summit will also put the president's health under a microscope.
Ukrainians rushed to clear debris after a massive Russian air attack early Monday. More than 40 missiles targeted 5 Ukrainian cities, with one hitting a children's hospital in Kyiv. At least 20 people were killed, but that number will likely rise as first responders search for bodies.
We are doing everything to rescue these people from the rubble.
The deadly attack comes just a day before a 3-day NATO summit in Washington. While Ukraine is not a member of the military alliance, President Volodymyr Zelensky will travel to D.C. to meet with world leaders and plead for more defense support.
It's in our security interest to support Ukraine. It's not charity. It's in our interest to provide support to Ukraine.
As the host country, the pressure is on for President Joe Biden to showcase strong leadership on the world stage. He'll attend several official events and hold a rare press conference Thursday, where his mental fitness will surely be scrutinized amid calls for him to bow out of the presidential race.
When I look at what happens this week, I mean, the critical week for Joe Biden politically, is he up to the job? He's got 1 week to show the world and the United States that he is.
I'm the guy that put NATO together, the future. No one thought I could expand it. I'm the guy that shut Putin down.
President Biden says NATO is more united now than ever, but that could change if he loses November's election to Donald Trump, who has discussed pulling the U.S. out of the alliance. In Washington, Rebecca Castro, Fox News.